A common phrase that is used by those of religion, those of belief in faith in a specific God, religion, doctrine, holy book, is that is in the hands of God. The hands of God. Meaning God is going to do what God is going to do. That which happens is by direction of the God, by will of God. Yet, it is a statement that, in essence, borders on, or that is, rhetoric. Meaning that which is freely and easily spoken and put out there, but has no true weight, no true value, no true truth to it that can be shown and proven without a shadow of doubt. To be able to show and prove that that which happens to one is a direct result of a specific outcome that their specific God wants for them. Wants for them to experience, wants for them to go through. That is of the ultimate plan of said God. What one is left with, what one can fall back on, is only continuing to hold steadfast to that rhetoric, and if anything positive comes out of it, then they can say, yes, see, I knew God would come through for me. If anything negative comes through, then it's still, God is testing me or wants me to go through this. Then I have to fall back on something else, that God wouldn't give me anything that is too much of a burden, anything I couldn't handle. But it elicits a constant stream and strand of rhetorical speech that, as one continues in it, it still is an inability to prove in fact and in truth. And one is relegated to consistently say, once again, put a as much positive spin on it as possible so that one can stay within their belief or faith. Even if that belief or faith or that God is a lie. In the hands of God. When one accepts that truth is God, and that thus the hands of God hold truth, bring forth truth. The work that is done by the hands of God is truth. One thus finds comfort in that all that emanates from the hands of God is truth. Thus, in any and all situations where one finds themselves, when they say, well, I'm in the hands of God, is one being in the hands of truth. If one is facing a situation, a legal situation, a criminal situation, where they are facing the potential of going to jail, being fined, whatnot, and they say, well, it is in the hands of God. Well, it is in the hands of truth, the truth of the justice system, the truth of the crime which they committed, the truth of them being found guilty or not guilty, the truth of if they did or they didn't do it, the truth of the extent of which they did. All that is encompasses, all that truth speaks to. That is what the hands of God is. If one is from a background, from a station life where they have money to provide for better defense, then the hands of God is, the hands of truth is the money within said hands, quote unquote hands. The ability to buy and purchase some of the top legal defense, the hands of God. The hands of God of a judge deciding one thing or another, a jury deciding, the DA deciding, the hands of God. The hands of God, once again, is the works of truth. And this, one will always find consistency in all aspects, in all avenues, in everything that's done, because truth is there. And one is able to navigate and get through by way of truth. And then one is able to accept the outcome in truth. The hands of God. The truth of what can happen, the truth of what will happen, the truth of what does happen. It's in the hands of God.